Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we got to get into some unfortunate news that's been going around on the YouTube streets, blogs, media, everywhere, and that is the recent passing of Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan's real name was DeQuantes Devontae Lamar. He was born on October 4th of 1990, and he just recently passed this past Thursday on September 5th. Rich Homie Quan started his music career in 2011, but he did not receive mainstream success until 2015 with his song Some Type of Way. Pause. My fault. So, Some Type of Way came out in 2013, but in 2015 is when he dropped the song Flex, which was another commercial success, okay? So Rich Homie Quan is an Atlanta rapper who received a lot of notoriety, a lot of success alongside another very popular Atlanta rapper that goes by the name of Young Thug, okay? So now we finna get into some real tea and some real alleged things that's going on, okay? And how we gonna just put a bow and tie these two people together, okay? So Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug actually go on to, if I haven't said that already, make the song Lifestyle together. They also they did a few songs together. One of my favorite songs, Get Out of My Face, Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan. Yeah, they got a lot of good songs together. So Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug, who is now on trial with the whole YSL case, I believe, is this a RICO case? I believe it is. With Young Thug, okay? So Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug, like I said, really close at one point in time and made a lot of good music together. So there's a lot of like rumors and allegations that's going around concerning the death of Rich Homie Quan, and that some people are alleging that there is some connection to this YSL case. So let's get into that. So the story goes like this. About 10 years ago, somebody pow Rich Homie Quan's barbershop, okay? There is a member of the YSL gang that is also on trial as well, alongside a Young Thug, who claimed to have admitted to doing that. So because of that, it caused a huge falling out and a dissension between Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug, who had this amazing business career and personal friendship. Oh, and let me clean that up. Not Rich Homie Quan's barbershop. His daddy's barbershop is the one that got lit up, okay? So let's fast forward to now. So let me take a pause before we get up to date. So because of that, obviously, if you hear something that somebody you're supposed to be cool with and they gang, that has something to do with your daddy and them getting effed up, obviously there's going to be a huge falling out, right? So the falling out happens. They don't mess with nobody no more. It's a lot of back and forth about who did what and why, and who's responsible for what. So to just totally separate himself from all of the BS of what's fake and what's not, he just totally separated himself from Young Thug, why is the whole affiliation, association that has anything to do with Slime, aka Young Thug, okay? Jeffrey. Okay, so now we are. We're up to speed. Young Thug has been on trial because they're trying to prove that this YSL, which doubles as, in the streets, everybody knows the gang, in the business world, it's supposed to be Young Thug's record label. They're trying to prove that, in fact, the record label and the game is synonymous. It's the same. Okay? And they have been on trial for this for 2 years. Yes, because I think it started in 2022. Okay. So, allegedly, prior to Rich Homie Quan's passing this past Thursday, it has been swirling on these streets that he was also due to testify in his YSL trial. So things are really coming out to be like very suspicious. And so let's get into the actual specifics of what caused the alleged, what was the alleged reason that caused the passing of Rich Homie Quan, okay? So it has been released, I believe first from TMZ, that reported that Rich Homie Quan passed away due to an overdose. Okay, and then after that, there's some type of information swirling around allegedly that there was some type of pill that was ingested that was like a fake pill or whatever. You know, they probably gonna fentanyl, something like something of that nature. So yeah, so there's supposed to be an OD. And then there is the 911 call that has just been released as well. And the 911 call is from Rich Homie Quan's baby mother placing a call into 911. And this is what she had to say. So she calls into the police and she's like, I think something's wrong with my boyfriend. He's like been asleep on the couch all night. And then today when I got the kids ready for school, I noticed he was still sleeping on the couch. So I tried to like turn him over and he's like foaming at the mouth. So of course 911 is giving instructions to help CPR, resuscitate, see if there's a pulse. They go through the whole, litany of things that you're supposed to do to check the vital signs and making sure they're encouraging the person to help the individual that's hurting or sick or ill or is dying until help is on the way. So she's like saying, so they're like, okay, do this and do that. She's like, has a very cold disposition. They're like, ma'am, is he breathing? Can you, administer CPR? And she's like, I just told you he don't have no heartbeat. Okay. So that pretty much is all of the actual information that has been released to the public in regards to all of the details that surrounding Rich Homie Quan's passing. Now I have to give my personal opinion on the information that we receive. First things first, my baby dad is asleep on the couch. He never came to bed last night. And I'm just now, after I already took the kids to school and came back in the house, I'm touching him to see if he's okay. Wait a minute. So you trying to tell me when you got them loud ass kids up for breakfast and to get ready for school, he ain't hear none of that, he ain't moving nothing, and you ain't see nothing wrong with that then? That right there is real fishy to me, because I know one thing for sure. If anybody of you who have kids, especially if you're a woman, and let's say you have a man who he works third shift, he gets off early in the morning or whatever it is, why he would still be home while you're ushering the kids off to school, them kids is gonna say bye to their daddy. Them kids is going to speak to their dad unless they were told not to, because okay, daddy's sleeping, he be tired, he works, but he's on the couch, so they have to pass him. That's weird. That whole little situation was strange to me. And then this is the man that I had children with. I created life with this person. I'm no way, shape, or form in any way that calm when I'm saying he don't have a heartbeat. Hello? No. Hell no. Mm-mm. And then, okay, so then the other thing, I don't know if anybody has had any kind of personal experience with somebody who is deceased, whether you walked up on it and you didn't know it or not. Okay, so there's a process that happens with the body. And, of course, we weren't told, any super particular information, but it just seemed fishy because on the one hand she said when she rolled him over he was foaming at the mouth. Well, I guess that could happen after your heart stops beating if you have toxins in your body and your organs are responding to the overload of that. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a biologist, so I do not know how the body works specifically, but I'm just using a little common sense with this. But also, if his heart stops beating, it means that there is no more blood flowing, which means rigor mortis has more than likely have set in. He should have been hard as a rock and cold. He would have been stiff and he would have been cold. If the heart already stopped beating, there is no more blood flow through the body. There is no warmth. And the body starts to go through the stages of breaking down. And after the warmth leaves the body, I believe it takes approximately about 4 hours after the heart stops beating. And the only reason why I know that is because I lost a dad that was in hospice. And there's a window of time that you get to see that person while they're still warm after they're deceased. So that's the only reason why I know that to be a fact. So none of that was nothing that you noticed. If a person's heart's not beating, they're cold and they stiff as a rock, and you didn't notice that when you went to roll him over, that it was no give when a person, like when they're alive, he had to be stiff, rigid. Come on now, like come on. That's very strange to me. That's very strange. That's very suspicious behavior to me when we're talking about losing a loved one, somebody that is deceased in your house, in your space, and it's somebody you share and made life with. So anyway, I don't want to just drag that on, and I want to have some courtesy, respect for Rich Homie Quan's family. Is a lot that I feel and I think, and as we deal with these celebrities that are constantly dealing with the same type of scenario of an OD, I don't know, it just gets suspicious. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't have no Patreon account, and as soon as I say Patreon, you should already know what I'm thinking and I'm feeling, okay? So and I will be getting one of those because when situations arise like this, I want to be able to speak my mind freely, okay? But I just want to send my condolences to Rich Homie Quan, to Taquante, just want to send condolences to his whole entire family. Want to lift his kids up. Pray for them because, they just the innocent bystander. No matter what we think personally, no matter what actually is the truth or not the truth, no matter if there is a alleged foul play or not, as it pertains to Rich Homie Quan getting to allegedly testify in a YSL trial. We don't know, but we just want to lift them up in prayer, send them love and light, and our condolences and our well wishes to the family who lost a very, very beloved, talented father, friend, brother, all of that. So my condolences to the family. I want to hear what you guys think about the situation and the case below in the comments. Please turn on your notification bells, guys, and subscribe.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All my niggas with Bentley coupes and Rolexes. Kicked the bitch out the room and gave her no breakfast. Had to stash the juice. Bitch so reckless. Keep my on cruise. I'm fucking naughty uptown, showing off.